Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Today is a very important episode because I'm going to be telling you what inspired Peach Betty. It all started with this cookbook for kids to cook with their parents. It's called Sugar and Spice and All Things Nice. It is the cutest book I have ever seen. I got it as a gift from my good friend Monica, and we were trying to figure out an idea that would match our business. We like vintage and I also like to bake. So we looked through this book and we came upon this adorable little lady. This is Peach Betty. Peach Betty is a cobbler recipe, and today I'm going to show you how to make it. Peach Betty is very simple. You're going to start off with your peaches. This recipe has canned or fresh peaches as your option. I like to use fresh, and here's what you do to make them. You start off by peeling them, and I used a peeler that was specifically just for peeling soft fruits and tomatoes. So something that has a soft center and a firm skin. If you don't have one of these, don't worry about it. You can use just a normal peeler. Once you get all the skin off, you can then remove the stone. Now be very careful because these guys are slippery. So make sure you have a firm grip on your peach. Once you cut around the peach, you then dig in with your fingers and just pull that stone out. Then you can take your knife and cut small 1/2-inch slices of peach. Once you have all your slices, you can put those into a pot, sprinkle it with some sugar and a dash of cinnamon. Not a lot of sugar because peaches are sweet, and there's also sugar in our topping. Once you've got all that mixed together, you can start with a spatula, but I like to use my fingers because then you can rub it around all those peach slices. Put it on the stove and bring it to a bubble. You're just gonna cook the peaches until they become soft, and you can break them apart with your spatula. You're then going to drain off all that beautiful pink juice, but don't get rid of it. We're going to use it for an icing. Keep your peaches in a bowl and stick them in the fridge to cool. We're going to first start out with taking some melted butter and using your fingers, hands on, we're going to rub it all around this 2-quart baking dish. It's a little casserole dish. Make sure you get the sides. And this is so our peaches and all that sugary goodness doesn't stick. Done. Now we're going to take our peaches and we're going to put them into the bottom of the casserole dish, flattening them so we can fit all of our delicious topping on top. Next, we have our ingredients for our topping. So we have melted shortening. Now, I don't usually cook with shortening because I don't like the texture of it when you eat it. It has a mouthfeel where it coats your tongue, and it doesn't feel as good as when you eat butter. It doesn't melt with your body temperature like butter does. But we're sticking with the recipe exactly how it is, so we know what they ate in the 1950s. Melted shortening, we have brown sugar, oats, flour, salt, and baking soda. Take your melted shortening, pour in your 1/3 cup brown sugar, packed brown sugar that doesn't want to come out. Whoop. Take your brown sugar and we're going to mix that in first. It helps that your shortening is nice and warm because that brown sugar then melts and starts to dissolve. Once it's all covered in that shortening, go ahead and pour in your rolled oats. Mix all that in there. Cover it all in that sugar. Now this is our crumb topping. So it's very similar to a streusel, but we're not relying on cold butter. The shortening is what's going to make it nice and crumbly. Now that we have mixed together our oats, shortening, and sugar, we can take our whisk and whisk together our dry ingredients. This way our salt and our baking soda are evenly distributed throughout. And now we'll pour our oat mixture into that. We also want to add a dash of vanilla, a drip of vanilla. We're gonna just stir this all together. It's supposed to be crumbly. Mix it all up until it is one cohesive texture and color. All right. We have our crumbly oat mixture. I'm going to get in there with my hands just to make sure, because I'm a hands-on baker, just to get everything all mixed evenly. All right, here's what you're looking for. That looks great. It looks like it can hold its shape so everything is mixed evenly. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my prepared peaches and pour this lovely mixture over top of it. Make sure it's all covered. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of butter and go around and stick those in. Now this will make even more crispy little bits. So this is what they call dot with butter. Something that's cute is that they explain it in the book. All right, and this is it. So we're going to go ahead and take this prepared dish and stick it into a 375-degree oven and stick it in there for 45 minutes. And then we should have a lovely golden brown and bubbling filling. All right, see you soon. Sticking it in the oven. So we don't want to get rid of that beautiful juice from all of our peaches. See how cute and pretty and pink this is? I love it. We're going to take this juice and the juice of a lemon. I have this lovely handy dandy juicer here. Put it cut side down. Just give it a squeeze. We're going to add 1 to 2 cups of powdered sugar. So here's number 1. And we're starting off with just 1 to see how thick it gets. We don't want a thick frosting. We want to keep it a glaze. And we're using our whisk so we can break up all of those chunks. And it looks like we're going to need that second cup. Here we go. Keep whisking this up. Alright, I think 2 cups should do it. We're going to keep whisking until we get rid of all of those lumps. Okay. That looks great. So now that I have my glaze, let's see. Let's give it a taste. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract to it. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt to counteract the sweetness. Nice little pinch. And then whisk it all back together. All right, here we go. The nice peach glaze. While our Peach Betty is in the oven, let's talk about how to select the perfect peach to bake with. Peaches should be soft, but not squishy. So something that I've learned is that you can kind of squish the top of your forehead. It has a little bit of give to it, but then it's nice and hard. You want to do the same thing to the peach. It has that same texture of just a little squish, followed by a nice little firm center. You also want to make sure that it's nice and pretty. If it doesn't look like a beautiful peach, it's not going to taste very good. Also, give it a smell. It should smell nice and sweet. All right, here it is, all done. It's nice and golden brown. It smells really good. We're gonna let it cool and then we're gonna scoop ourselves a piece and enjoy. Now that it's cooled, we're gonna take some of our yummy peach glaze and drizzle it all over top. Now that we're done drizzling, it's time to scoop ourselves a slice. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and let me know. Subscribe so you can see all the videos that I post every Sunday at 9 o'clock. Please also follow me on Instagram. It's Peach Betty Morgan. And then if you want more vintage inspiration, please follow Southeast Michigan Vintage on Instagram as well.